And welcome back to Cinemavino. That little clap was adorable that we had there. That was great. A little collaboration between Sean Jordan and Travis Budd.
There was a quap.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. And my name is Todd Wofford. And it's good to have you guys here. And we're going to continue our Halloween series with Over the Garden Wall. Cute little Halloween cartoon recommended by Travis Budd. And we're drinking some beers this time. So I figured there's a lot of Halloween friendly beers out there and a lot of good seasonals.
It's harvest season.
It is. We're going to do the Rogue Pumpkin Patch Ale, which is an ale brewed with roasted pumpkins. So
did this say 9%?
6.1.
Okay, different one you're doing.
Alcohol by volume. This is a nice, to me, it's a typical like seasonal beer. It's of this time period. It's got some nice malty sweetness to it. It's not crazy hoppy. It's not, overly full bodied. It drinks really well, really easy.
Your IPAs are normally like your summer beer, right?
Mm-hmm. And a lot of those will have the bitterness, but not necessarily the big body and alcohol.
Yeah. And like this time of year, it's Hefeweizens
and Marzens.
Yeah.
And so, you got this one, which kind of is of that sort of same variety. If you like a Marzen, you'll like this one.
Malty.
Yeah, it does have that nice.
I do like a malty. I like an ESB.
Yeah, when you get a little bit of chill, it's not freezing cold outside. You get that nice chill outside. This is the perfect beer to go with that.
Brisk. Yeah,
if you're sitting outside handing out candy, this is the Pumpkin Patch Ale. Be a great combination with that.
Actually, yeah, I was looking forward to Pumpkinhead from Shipyard. Mm-hmm. I don't think they make it anymore, or we didn't carry it here at the liquor store.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I know that some of the beer business is kind of contracting a little bit. There's not as much. There was such a glut of product and so many different offerings that I think that you'll see probably some fewer things out this year, just because it was an oversaturation of the market. So, but yeah, like stuff like this, I think is great. And if you look at the logo on the can or like the design of the can, it kind of fits the Over the Garden Wall movie.
Yeah. It's a cool jack-o'-lantern.
There is a pumpkin themed episode of this series.
You're telling me you bought this based off the can art?
I did enjoy the can. I mean, I thought it would be an intriguing. I've never tried this particular one. I thought it'd be like an intriguing thing to do. I was going to go in and get like maybe a Double Dead Guy Ale because it also was very Halloween themed, but I thought this would be something new, something exciting.
You're a big Rogue guy, right?
I do enjoy Rogue, and I feel like it's underrepresented in the Oklahoma market where we are. It doesn't get enough play. So
where's it brewed?
It is Oregon, just outside of Portland.
Oregon.
Yeah. Very nice. Very beautiful country out there. Very nice.
Beautiful country.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Portland and the Oregon area. Yeah, right? Exactly. It's a cesspool. But having been there myself, I can testify that it's not a cesspool and it is actually a very beautiful place. So
you get 10 cents refunded for this.
Yeah. Money well spent.
In Maine or Oregon.
Mm-hmm. And now if you're in Oregon.
Am I Maine? No, am I is Michigan?
Michigan.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Still a little bit of a drive.
Well, it's 10 cents.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not
10
bad.
cents is 10 cents.
What you want to pack your mail truck full of them and then drive is what you want to do. So, yeah. So some background on Over the Garden Wall. This was created by animator Patrick McHale. It aired on the Cartoon Network over 5 nights between November 3rd and November 7th, 2014. Coming up on 11 years
2014?
ago. 2014.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they had their 10-year anniversary last year.
Yeah.
Which was the first time I heard about it. Well, not first time. First time I watched it.
This is broken up into 10, 11-minute episodes. And it features Elijah Wood as the main character of Wirt. And Elijah Wood is kind of a stretch for him playing a young man on an epic quest.
Yeah, he's going on a bit of an adventure. Not like him.
And facing off against a mysterious dark entity all in black.
Yeah.
As an evil presence.
Does he have anybody with him or?
He does. He has a companion, a loyal, steadfast companion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did he make any friends along the way?
With a good heart.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just completely out of left field.
Are there potatoes?
Yes.
Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew.
There were potatoes.
Yeah.
And molasses.
Potatoes and molasses.
And an Oliphant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And young Colin Dean is Greg, who he has a very Ralph Wiggum vibe to him.
Yep.
Melanie Linsky, who is an actress you probably recognize from a bunch of different movies. As Beatrice the Bluebird, Christopher Lloyd as the Woodsman. A lot of big cameos from like John Cleese showing up. And
the sheriff from Reno 911's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
He's the highwayman, right? Am I crazy?
I don't remember. I just remember hearing his voice and being like, you know what? I think that's the sheriff from Reno 911. I looked it up and I was right.
Yeah. And then Tim Curry, I believe, is Auntie Whispers.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's been a year since I've looked all these up, but yes.
Yep. So good cast. Good
cast, especially for a limited series like this. So give me some background. Like, where'd this come out of?
So this was pitched originally by the creator, Patrick McHale, quite a few years before it came out. And once he had some more animation credits on some other shows built up on the Cartoon Network, they basically bankrolled this. And he made a little pilot episode that I haven't seen, but apparently it precedes this, setting up the story.
Based off my very cursory research, this was kind of tied close to the art department of Adventure Time, right? So a lot of the people that were on the art, where their credits came from was Adventure Time, which was a huge show on Cartoon Network. It did great. I have a poster of it upstairs, but that show was around for a good 5 or 6 years. Got real weird. Like, that you can very much see the influence of that show in this show.
So I'm aware of it, but I've never actually watched it.
Yeah. No, you would love it.
I've heard good things.
It's one of those shows. It's kind of like, did you watch Star Wars Rebels?
Yes.
You know how, like, the first couple episodes, you're like, man, this is a fucking kids show. And by the end, you're like, I am deep in some really dark lore. Yeah. No, like, Adventure Time gets weird, man. Okay. Pendleton Ward is like the creator of Adventure Time. He spun off like a bunch of different shows that kind of came out of this like vibe from that era.
Steven Universe, was that another one I've heard?
Yeah, Steven Universe spun off there. The Fabulous Misadventures of Flapjack. That was kind of a weird, dark show that kind of was around the same time. I don't know. It's you would very much enjoy Adventure Time, I think.
Okay. I know it's got a lich.
Nice.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about is you get some of that like dark villainy. Like, this is a kid's show? This is like a horror show for kids.
No. Kind of like.
In a good way.
That's what I love.
No. So this centers on half brothers, Wirt and Greg.
Wirt.
And they tumble into a mysterious woods. And the unknown, which sounds very Stranger Things-esque. And they have to find their way home. And so, yeah, it basically starts them on a journey, an odyssey of trying to find their way out of this forest. And basically each chapter is like the self-contained adventure that they have along the way. Which, is a little bit like kind of like The Mandalorian, where every episode's like this self-contained, like they meet some individual person and they have to like either help them or escape from them or whatever. And then they proceed to the next adventure, and it's kind of like a travelogue of all the weird, the weird meetups they have along the way. So yeah, I mean, it definitely flows like reading a book, like reading to me like a young adult kid's book or whatever.
It's like a kid's version of the Odyssey.
Yeah,
it's very much like section by section. Oh, you ran into the Cyclops. Oh, you ran into the Switch. Oh, all your shipmates got turned into sheep.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this.
We thought he was a toad.
Go for Everett.
I definitely thought of that too, especially in the little frog hopping around.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Wirt?
Yeah, Wirt Jr. I forget. It has like at least 5 or 6 names.
Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, George Washington.
Yep.
Funderburker.
Was it Ronald?
Jason Funderburker?
Jason Funderburker.
Yeah. This won the Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program, 2015. Definitely very eccentric, very whimsical.
Whimsy is the word that comes to mind for sure.
It kind of creates its own little weird, like, sandbox, and then just plays in that for 10 episodes. It has its own little quirky. People have their own little quirky way of speaking, and each episode kind of has its own weird narrative flow, and just the overall aesthetic. It's like its own little special thing. So, which I enjoyed myself. I had fun with it. And again, that's like my son's 5. There's some scary parts of it. He's almost old enough to really enjoy it, I think. Another year or two away, he'll be ready.
Does he like getting scared?
He doesn't love it, but he would love the imagination and the kookiness behind it.
Yeah. It's good level of kook.
Yeah, it would definitely appeal to him.
Yeah.
So, because he's about on Greg's wavelength of like just kind of, and a lot of 5-year-olds are just scatterbrained, and Greg is like the typical like guileless,
heart of gold, like uncorruptible.
Yeah. Obviously prone to mischief and wackiness, but yeah.
Of course.
You never doubt.
Whomst among us isn't?
Yes. You never doubt his purity. So.
But he stole a rock.
He did.
That's a rock fact.
That is.
Yeah, I think I'd give 7, 5, or an 8. That's where I am. So.
Okay.
So, Travis, this was your recommendation. Tell us why you recommended it.
So I figured, in our Halloween movies, we've done Hocus Pocus and stuff before, one for the kids, basically. Something that's not.
Because after all, this is a kids podcast.
Exactly. One for the whole family.
Mm-hmm. It's like Wu-Tang.
But
it's for the children.
I saw they were having a 10th anniversary about this, and I had watched episode 1 like years ago, and I was like, nah, this is not for me. And didn't think any more of it. And then I heard about the 10-year thing, and they were like, hey, they're going to release a new kind of a claymation episode, a new chapter. And I kind of watched that, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll give it another watch. And I'm like, well, each episode's 11 minutes. Like, I can knock out 4 or 5, no problem. So I start watching it, and I'm like, these songs are stupid. I don't like, they're just making it up. Some of this is just off the cuff, whatever. By like the 3rd or 4th, I was like, all right, I'm in the groove. And then I watched the whole thing. And once I got to the last episode, I was like, oh, interesting. And I went back and I watched the first episode again, just to see if there were any clues. I'm like, how did it start again? And then I kind of got stuck in a loop, and I was like, oh shit, I heard the songs twice now. And I was like listening to it in my car, and I was like, I should watch it again. Mm-hmm. And I think there was also on YouTube, there was a whole, like a channel with a loop of it just on. Yeah. And so sometimes if I'm reading or something, I need something on in the background. And so this whole like marathon became a loop in the background when I was doing something else or like doing laundry or something. So these songs have wormed their way into my brain. I'm like, fuck, now I kind of like this thing.
Yep. What's your favorite song?
I like the intro. For some reason, the second time I heard, like the first time I heard the line, something through the mist, through the milk light of moon, just that line right there. I was like, through the milk light of moon. Like, I fucking love that. Yeah. Just the writing on that. And I listened to the podcast last week when I wasn't here, and you guys were talking about Sinners, mm-hmm. and you had the exact thought I did. I was like, this is From Dusk Till Dawn and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And they made them kiss. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's 100% what that is.
Now, Keith,
this has Oh Brother vibes as well, because it pops up with the chapter names and everything. Mm-hmm. And it's just a musical out of nowhere. And like you said, it's very much like mythology. Like, hey, we see the Cyclops this episode, or, friends turned into sheep. Mm-hmm. Friends get turned into Edelweiss wood or Edelwood or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And bluebirds.
Yes. And bluebirds.
Eat your dirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're right. When you guys mentioned the Lord of the Rings, I'm like, oh my God, the lantern is the fucking ring. Mm-hmm. I didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That went over my head. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It's a Horcrux. Mm-hmm. So for me, for Halloween, I mean, I feel like you can watch this for Halloween and Thanksgiving. It just has autumn and fall vibes, clearly. And it's not until you get to the last 2 or 3 episodes where you're like, oh, yeah, this is 1,000% a Halloween film.
No.
For me, this gets a 9. I love it.
No.
I get why people loved it so much back in 2014. Mm-hmm. And I'm sad it took me like 10 years to like jump on the bandwagon.
No.
But yeah, there's on YouTube, there's the pilot episode and the 10th anniversary, like a little extra mini episode. So they've done it in such a way that they can plug in extra episodes in between, because you know what the end is and you've got the beginning. And I think it's interesting at the end of the film, you're like, okay, were they knocked out the whole time? Did they have a shared hallucinogenic experience, but like Wirt still remembers the same things, and then they show what happens to all the other characters after the show.
Yeah.
So they've like wrapped it up in a nice, neat little bow for you.
They were transported to a world.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was really interested to see what you guys thought about it.
Yeah, that's an 8. You say 9, Sean?
I think I'd probably give it like a 7. I think it's hard for me to not comp it to Adventure Time. And I think where Adventure Time does more, this is a very limited series. This is 10 episodes, 11 minutes. And I'm a firm believer that things should be finite. Like if you have an arc that you're planning on telling a story, stick to that. Don't make more than you can or more than you need to just for the sake of telling more. But it was really short. I do think there's a lot of meat that they left on the bone that they could do more with. Because like the coolest part of Adventure Time is the world building. Like they took like kind of a kooky, like fun. Early on, you're just like, oh, this is a fun little world they've built. Like let's see what hijinks they get up to. And by the end, you're like, holy shit. They kind of show you how everything sort of came to be and how like, no, this is tied back to reality. This is tied back to the world that you know and love. And it's like, this is how we got there. And this is what it looked like. So it's cool. It's cool to see like that sort of unfolding of the story that was done really well. And this was just so short. I kind of wanted to see more.
Yeah.
Left wanting more, which I guess is how you want to leave things off. Halloween-wise, it's definitely more Halloween than it is horror.
Right.
Which I didn't really know what to expect going in. You had said Over the Garden Wall, and I was like, oh, I don't know what that is, but I'm into it. So I think I kind of came in with a unsure expectation of what to see. But like I do think, like I said, it's like a horror show for kids.
Right.
Like it's got those spooky elements and like the beast is creepy as shit. And like Adventure Time has that too, is like they have the Lich. They have like some very creepy aspects to that show, but it's met with like the whimsy of the main characters. And that's something Adventure Time did too, is like there's like almost like unhuman positivity of the main characters that sort of like offsets and confronts all this darkness that, you know, as you're going through the world, you have that Wirt being kind of like, meh, 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 and then his brother just, you know, I found a rock.
Yeah.
Pure innocence.
Pure innocence.
He's trying to spout his poetry.
And it's such a good contrast of the two. And I think that's good storytelling. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
But like I said, I saw it and I immediately was like, this is tied to Adventure Time somehow. And I had to go back and look at, creator was in the art department in Adventure Time, and like a lot of the writers were in Adventure Time. So there's a lot of crossover there, which makes sense because it was all around the same era and the same network. Yeah. So I give it a 7.
Yeah, I guess this was his like side passion project that didn't get, you know, as much a light shined on it as much as Adventure Time. But you're already planning on watching it again with your kid. So I think I'll be interested to know if you guys ever watch it again, if it like kind of worms its way into your heart. If you're like, I can't put my finger on why I like it, but
the potatoes and molasses song is like, that's in there. That's in there. That's not going away.
And
of course,
you know, a singing frog has been an iconic thing in animation for decades.
Of course.
And yeah, just about every frame in this looks like it could be like a painting, like the dogs playing poker. Like you just have the boat full of frogs playing instruments.
Yeah.
And you know, fancy dude in a monocle, frog in a monocle drinking.
Everything looks like a weird poster I would have had on my wall as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. The Beatles in the 60s would have fucking loved this.
Yeah. I did get Yellow Submarine vibes in that one episode. Yeah. Where he's up in like
fighting the north wind or whatever.
Yeah. Where he's fighting the north wind and he like it's blowing around and very much felt Blue Meanies were right around the corner.
Pepperland,
Yep.
It did remind me a little bit of The Village because you think it's a nebulous time period, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, this is modern-ish times. Yeah. What did you guys think of the last 3 episodes where it like switches back and it actually, you know, you find out?
I thought it was good. It was a good twist.
Modern times.
Not twist. I mean, it
was
a twist. It was good. I thought it was a good way to tie it back, ground it in reality. Like I was saying, is like being able to tie it back to like, wow, this is so goofy and outlandish. And it's like, no, this is real.
And it's
real.
Has a feel of a good book where it's like it puts a thing in there that kind of makes you reorient your opinion of it. You know, it keeps you guessing.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like the page turner. You remember that movie?
Pagemaster?
Pagemaster.
Ah, I haven't seen that in forever. I think that was a Don Bluth joint.
Dude, I watched the shit out of that movie as a kid.
Mhm. Yeah.
But like you kind of get transported to this other world and he comes back and like, boom, he's back in the library.
Yeah.
I think so.
What are you doing? You slipped and fell on water.
So popular. It's got like, there's a whole Reddit deep dive of like, oh, what do the weird turtles mean? The little black turtles and all this. Like there's a whole, I went through the whole deep dive, but I cannot remember half of whatever, like, you know, people are all doing online classes for each episode. Oh, this means this, or this carries on into this thing.
Mhm.
The, what's his name? Enoch, the big giant pumpkin head in the second episode made of the streamers, all the skeletons that, that character and the creepy pumpkin headed guy that like turns his head towards the camera. That's also carving a jack-o'-lantern in his lap are two of the most used pictures I've seen in relation to this.
I sent you a video. I sent like someone made a Enoch costume.
Yes.
Wow. I'll send it to you. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was pretty neat. Yeah. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. So there's been another episode of Cinema Vino. Rick and Bro Pumpkin Patch Ale was very good. Highly recommend it. I'm not a big pumpkin flavored individual. I'm not even really a huge fan of pumpkin pie. I'm a pecan pie.
How do you feel about pumpkin spice things?
Yeah, I'm indifferent.
It doesn't even have pumpkin flavor. It's just pumpkin spice.
Mm-hmm. Just yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of that's the hype. I'm not,
okay. Yeah.
I'm not a fool.
Bit of contrarian.
Mm-hmm. I'm not about most things, but I am about that.
Yeah.
So
fuck you, pumpkin spice.
Exactly.
Ooh, I take like a pumpkin spice like horchata.
Yeah. That sounds delicious.
That's really good.
But Over the Garden Wall on Hulu. So
on Hulu.
Check it out. 10 episodes, 11 minutes each. It's a very bingeable show.
Yep. Just a shade under 2 hours.
So,
yeah.
And I listen to every intro song and every outro song. It's just, you know, ingrained in there.
Locked in.
It's fun. So next time we're going to do Crimson Peak. Guillermo del Toro.
Crimson Peak.
So we got Sean Jordan, Shoujo.
Yep.
Travis Bud, T-Bud. My name's Todd.
Your boy.
Great movies, only drunker. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.